Alright, you delightful human beings, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety, and today we're gathered here for the Smackdown reactions. It's yet another pre-taped episode of Smackdown, this time from London, which should be very exciting. We've got the big contract signing between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. We've got the United States Championship matchup between LA Knight and Braun Strowman, and we've also got the tag team titles on the line with the Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly. So grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy. Let's get to it. We're in for a good night. Listen to the crowd just like singing and just everything as Cody's out here, even after his music ended. Cody, we've got a lot to talk about, don't we? They're still going. Listen, they're just happy to see Cody, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. They're excited. Oh yeah, because Cody and Cena are gonna be on Monday Night Raw, which, oh, okay, well, Randy Orton's coming out here. This is the interaction I've been waiting for. Look at me getting rewarded for watching my stories every week. That's one thing that we can honestly say about the new era. Like, at least like 8 out of 10 times, we're getting rewarded for paying attention to the show. Although there are times where I'm like, did we all watch the same show? Because this happened like a while ago. Either way, we got Randy and Cody. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this interaction. I've been waiting for this. They're singing a song now. You deserve it, Randy. I love how we're really giving Randy Orton his flowers right now. I just love that. It is kind of crazy though, because we're getting shades of 2009 Randy Orton when he was a total menace back in the day. He was like the ultimate heel back then. And we have a heel John Cena, but menace 2009-esque Randy Orton is a good guy now. And Randy was one of John Cena's like biggest rivals back in the day too, with all their endless matches. I'm not emotionally prepared. Randy's gonna get kicked out of the singing. They're just going. They're going. Yeah, I mean, Randy's not wrong about anything that he just said there, because I mean, Cody left and really, changed things, not just in his career, but also in the industry. And then his return really changed things. I might sing along with you, but you might leave. We don't deserve you, Randy. They're just like going. I love these kind of organic little moments. Oh my god, that Hell in a Cell match was nuts. I will never forget that with Seth and Cody and like Cody's injury. If I had any doubts about Cody, I think they left after that Hell in a Cell match. Like, I really mean it. There's so many stories. It's like, I know that Cody kind of finished one story, but it's like, what stories are we gonna be wrapping up soon? I mean, Cody's the quarterback, but I mean, like, it takes the entire team, right? Because I mean, like, we're in a really fun era of wrestling where there's kind of somebody for everybody. Like, you can have like multiple favorite wrestlers across multiple shows, across multiple promotions, and there's at least somebody for everybody, whether that's in the women's division, the tag team division, down in NXT, whatever it is. There's somebody for everybody to get behind, and I just love that. Or maybe they just like Dominic Mysterio, for example. They just enjoy booing the crap out of him because he just does such a good job. Well, there's about 3 weeks until WrestleMania. I do not trust that match with Cody and John Cena, by the way, because, like, where did The Rock go? I mean, he's still got a few weeks left till Mania, so I'm like, I don't know. I smell shenanigans in that match already. Wouldn't it be something if we ended up in a timeline where we have John Cena with title number 17 and, maybe Mr. Randy gets his number 15 off of John Cena? I don't know. I feel like Randy's going to get the title at some point in the next year or two. I can smell it. But I feel like Cena would probably end up maybe like, I don't know. I feel like it would be beneficial for somebody else to get, the title off of Cena. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tossing ideas. But Randy wants this title, and I can't blame him. Oh, Drew's coming out next. I still wish that we had Bloodline Hunter Drew McIntyre. They could have ran with that so far. That could have been like a good 3-month program there for him for Mania. Drew had that little wave. Drew is just not having any of this. I mean, if he beats Kevin Owens, sure, but Drew, what have you done? Well, Drew, what did you do to earn an opportunity for the title? Since we're going on that subject. And I like Drew! We've got CM Punk chants going. The Guy Liner Timu, what? Guy Liner Timu Undertaker? Hey, Damian had a decent little title run for what he had to work with. Oh, Randy's not having any of it. Randy's just having the time of his life in this whole segment. I love that for him. I mean, not necessarily babyface of you, Cody, for going after Drew first, but I do like how this keeps Drew really like in the main event picture in a way, right? This makes sense to me. And, we got Cody, Randy, Drew, presumably Damian Priest, because Priest is feuding with Drew right now. So I'm like, okay, at least we have some fresh people into this mix again. So yeah, overall, this was a great start to the show. We're about 25 minutes in. Again, everybody, looked good in this whole segment. We had Drew, we had Cody, we had Randy, and everybody was having a good time. So we're going to give this a big old thumbs up. All right, people, here we go. We've got the Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly for the tag team titles. I think it's safe to say that Pretty Deadly understood the assignment. This has got to be cool for them, win or lose. Just being able to compete in the UK and everything for the tag titles. Also, we have a brand new ring announcer, and I think he's doing a good job so far. Oh no, I know we're not going to commercial. All right, people, we are back from the commercial break. Get the tags in. Oh, okay, that was a cool move from Dawkins right there. Okay. Put Roman Reigns in Fortnite. Oh my god. Remember that sign a little while ago that was like Jacob Fatu for Fortnite or something? I mean, that's one way to get the tag in. What was that? Okay, that was cool. All right. Nope. Oh, wait, I think you got the wrong person technically. Oh, yep, sneaky pin. Oh, I thought they were going to actually go for the pin right there. Like, I thought we were getting a 3 count. And there goes Kit Wilson bringing up the pin. Listen to that. Pretty Deadly getting chants. They've been getting, like, some momentum from the fans, I've noticed in the last few weeks. I mean, I know they're obviously in front of their home crowd pretty much, but I've been noticing it. Oh, here we go. Oh, that might be it. Oh, no. Oh, there goes Montez Ford breaking things up. Oh, yep. All right. Yeah. Street Profits retain the titles. Not surprised that they retained the gold, but Pretty Deadly still had a great showing. And this was a good match. The crowd was really into it. And hey, the Street Profits retained the titles. So I think this was a win-win situation. Again, a good match. Street Profits retained their titles. And Pretty Deadly also looked great along the way. So we're going to give this a big old thumbs up. Can we take a moment to appreciate the name for Alba Fire and Piper Niven, the Secret Hervice? I love how much they've just leaned into all of this. They understand the assignment, all three of them. Piper, Alba, and Chelsea. I can't be mad at that at all. Like I always say around here, if somebody understands the assignment, that gets an automatic thumbs up. That name alone deserves a thumbs up. And now we've got, like, Kayden Carter and Katana Chance on SmackDown. Like, I thought the trade window closed a little while ago. Although, isn't, like, the women's tag team division technically cross-branded with Raw and NXT? Maybe that's the workaround. Maybe that's the next sort of like feud that gets intermingled with the women's tag team titles. I don't know. I'm tossing ideas out there. Here we go. We're back from the commercial break. I'm also glad that we have Kayden and Katana back on our screen because they're a good tag team together. I can't be mad at that. Hopefully this means more airtime for them because again, they're really good as a team. Oh, Piper Niven's back in the match. Oh, this isn't going to end well. Oh, well, Piper accidentally got Alba. All right, looks like Katana's in the match now. What in the world? That was crazy right there. That was crazy. Did you see that little like sequence right there with like Kayden and Katana? Just what was that? That was pretty awesome. Well, that's one way to take out Alba Fire, but we got to keep our eyeballs peeled on Chelsea. Oh, Piper's back up on her feet. Oh, yep, there's Chelsea. Chelsea's distracting the referee. There goes Alba trying to get Kayden right there. Oh. Katana got just knocked off the apron right there, and Piper's got this. I like Chelsea's outfit. The Secret Hervice. The name cracks me up. I love it. Oh no, they're going after Kayden. All right, here comes Zelina Vega. I swear, nobody knows who's coming down to the ring with some of these entrance themes. Like, poor Zelina. Like, everybody was just like, wait, what? Who's coming down to the ring? Because like nobody knew like the entrance theme. And I know the entrance theme is new, but it's like it's not distinguishable. I don't know. I know a lot of people have been complaining about the entrance theme, so I figured I would bring it up because it's very much either a very much hit or a very much miss. Well, hey, we had a successful debut of the Secret Hervice, and again, the name just popped me, so I'm entertained, okay? Again, Chelsea, Piper, and Alba, they understand their assignment here. And it was good to see Kayden and Katana, too. So it was kind of a win-win for all of us. So I'll give it a thumbs up. Alrighty, everybody. We've got the United States title on the line here at the top of the hour. LA Knight versus Braun Strowman. Of course, these two have been dealing with all the Bloodline shenanigans over the last few weeks, kind of last few months. It feels like LA Knight's just kind of in and out of the Bloodline vortex at this point. And like I said at the end of last week's episode, I could smell the Bloodline shenanigans. But this should still be very interesting, though, I think. But I do have to wonder, like, what is the path for the U.S. title at WrestleMania? Because we can see it over on Monday Night Raw with the IC title, right? Are they also going to have the women's mid-card titles at WrestleMania? I'm just, like, wondering where all these mid-card titles are going to land during Mania week. I have a lot of questions, per usual. I was going to say, keep your eyes on the prize, LA Knight. And, well, Braun Strowman just hit him with the boot near the commentary table. Alrighty, everybody, we are back from the commercial break. LA Knight and Braun Strowman are back inside the ring here. Yeah, that is kind of an understatement, to say the least. I don't know. I would need some time to regroup if I'm going up against Braun Strowman. It's like I'm trying to enjoy the match, but I can smell the Bloodline shenanigans. I can smell it. Oh, dear God, that was great. Well, hey, LA Knight just gave Braun Strowman a back suplex there. My back hurts watching this. Just keep him on the ground. Keep him on the ground. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, ouch. Once again, my back hurts watching this. Maybe that's the theme of this match. Oh, no. LA Knight, you might want to get out of the way for this one. Once again, the Bloodline shenanigans have commenced. Oh, look at Jacob's outfit. Look at that. Is this the match that we're gonna get? Personally, I would just prefer a little program with just Jacob and just LA Knight. But it is what it is. Because, I mean, Braun Strowman and Jacob, they've been going at each other since, like, January, so that makes sense. And LA Knight and Jacob, they've been kind of going at it on and off throughout the year, too, because of all the Bloodline shenanigans. And even before that, too. Remember, like, after the Survivor Series match and everything, and it was, like, just Bloodline was trying to go after that U.S. title. I'm like, now y'all are starting to go after this title after, like, how long have y'all been together? We talked about this last week, but it's like, this is a choice to go after the U.S. title right now. I guess better late than never, right? Again, I just want Jacob and LA Knight to be on a microphone for 10 minutes. Let them cook. I think this could be the Mania match, a triple threat here, too. I don't know. It would make sense. But, I mean, Jacob and Solo, they've still got a lot of bad blood, so I don't know. Oh, I'm so suspicious. Just the way that, like, they were going on about Jacob on commentary, like, he's there kind of, like, menacingly. It's like the SpongeBob meme. It's like, he's just standing there, menacingly. I mean, like I've said, this entire show is just full of menaces at this point, to the point where we need a buddy system. You got Drew, Jacob, and Randy, and Kevin Owens floating around somewhere. So, I mean, those four alone are like your menaces right there. And a heel John Cena probably floating around at some point. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens moving forward, but good old Bloodline shenanigans. We called it, y'all. We called it last week. We called it today. Oh, the Bloodline shenanigans. But I mean, it was only Jacob, so I mean, we'll take that, I think, right? Oh, okay. So there was a lot that happened before this match. So yeah, Naomi came out, and so did Jade, of course, because like Jade and Michin and BFAB, they're all kind of aligned, I think, for a little bit, or, you know, at least on the same page and everything. Naomi came out and just kind of cleared house a little bit. And Jade also had this very interesting confrontation sort of moment, just kind of looking at Charlotte. They had a passing by moment. And yeah, now we've got Michin versus Charlotte, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're at commercial break. Oh yeah, we didn't even chat about the Naomi little video package thing. I'm like, yeah, I can't really blame Naomi at this point. I can't really blame her for her motivations at this point. It was so good, though. If you haven't checked it out, go check out the little video package, because that was good. Oh, God. I wonder how they're going to rebound this week after last week's little interview thing with Charlotte and Tiffany. Oh, ouch. I mean, Michin got in a good amount of offense right there, so that was cool. Yep, there we go. Oh, Charlotte's foot is on the rope. No, I think her foot was on the rope. She had more than a toe on the rope. Oh, boy, the crowd's chanting, "We want Tiffy," during this match. Alrighty, Michin tapped out. I mean, not really a surprise. I don't think this match was really in question, but it was serviceable, did what it needed to accomplish. And I do wonder, again, like how the build-up with Tiffany is going to look like kind of moving forward, again, after last week. So, okay, well, Tiffany's backstage now. I mean, listen, I think Tiffany rebounded pretty decently after last week with just this little interview thing. I wish that there would have been more to this little moment here, like an actual sort of like maybe like another fight that happened like a couple weeks ago, right? But the fans really wanted Tiffany, so I hope they capitalize on on this. I mean, we still got a few weeks left to go until WrestleMania, but this has been a very, like, kind of weird build for Tiffany and Charlotte. And again, we know the match is going to be good, but we still need that build-up, because, like, really the one moment that really stands out to me was, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, where they had that, like, that crazy brawl, like, Tiffany jumped off the Tron and stuff like that. Those two are, like, beating the crap out of each other. Otherwise, it's been, like, okay, what's happening here? But again, we'll see what happens moving forward. Alrighty, here we go. We've got Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre right at the 10 o'clock hour here. And Kentucky lost to Tennessee. Pain. Pain. Anywho, at least we've got another hour of our stories left to go. We've still got plenty on the docket, including this match. We've got Miz versus Jimmy, and then we've got the triple threat contract signing. Definitely good to see Drew in a match and, you know, mixing it up in the main event scene. You love to see it. I wonder if, like, Damien's going to pop up at any point, because, I mean, like, Drew did mention Damien earlier, and those two are having a feud and stuff, so there's that. Oh. Yeah, that sounded awful. Anytime anybody gets hit, like, by the commentary table, like with Drew and Randy right here, or into the post, I'm in pain. Oh, nope. Yeah, because that's right, because, like, Drew was talking about Randy's back earlier. And, well, Randy just countered, and, well, Drew got sent to the commentary table on his back, so turning things around there. Alrighty, people, we are back from the commercial break. We've got Drew on the offense against Randy Orton right here. I swear they keep listing all these events happening in Vegas, and I'm just tired trying to keep track of all the events. Like, it's almost like you need a vacation after your vacation, like if we're going into WrestleMania weekend in Vegas. I don't know, that might be me thing, because I remember, like, when I came back from Royal Rumble, like, again, keep in mind I'm only like an hour and a half, 2 hours up the road at most. I was like, oh my god, this all just happened. For like so many days there. And I was like a little bit more on the local side when you really think about it. Because I mean, like, they've got all these after parties after all these events. Like, the NXT Stand Deliver show apparently is supposed to start at like 9:30 their time on like that Saturday. And then you got like the Saturday, and this isn't even factoring anything like WrestleCon or independent shows. I'm exhausted thinking about the schedule for everybody. Like, everybody involved needs a little bit of a break after WrestleMania week. Like, everybody needs a break. Uh-oh, well, we were waiting for Kevin. Are we gonna see Damien? Oh, Kevin. Oh, well, Drew McIntyre just beat Randy Orton because of, well, Kevin Owens. But I think Kevin and Drew were kind of on the same page a little bit too, right? Uh-oh, now Kevin's going after Randy. Randy with the counter right there. Oh, boy. We're gonna see 2009 Randy Orton at WrestleMania, aren't we? Oh, boy. We are not prepared. Well, I mean, if Randy's gonna lose with or without shenanigans, I mean, Drew at least makes a little bit of sense here, but Randy tried to go for a punt on Kevin, and Kevin escaped. But, yeah, the matchup was serviceable, did what it needed to accomplish, I felt like, and again, it was kind of more so about, like, obviously Kevin causing Randy to lose the match. Drew picked up a win, which is always good to see. So even with the shenanigans, you know, it did what it needed to accomplish, and we got Kevin Owens out here continuing things with Randy Orton. But like I mentioned earlier, I do also want to see where things kind of go with Damien and Drew, because things were starting to pick up over the last week or two with those two, so I'm interested to see where that's going. Alrighty, people, we've got The Miz versus Jimmy Uso. They've been having this thing now with The Miz going after Jimmy again, and all because Jimmy kind of is helping out his brother Jay. And I'm like, well, he's trying to get Jay to be more like main event Jay Uso, like when he was going after Roman Reigns and everything, right? Main event, main character Jay Uso. That's what we've been calling him for like a couple of years now, I think. Either way, there was that huge slap with Jimmy and Gunther on Monday Night Raw. Oh my lord. Lots of people were talking about that. And of course, Jimmy went over to Raw to help out Jay to take on A-Town Down Under. So that all happened too. And well, Carmelo is kind of like helping out The Miz or something going on. I don't know. I never know what they're doing with Carmelo at this point. Or Andrade. Like, where did he go? Alrighty, people, we're back from the commercial break. Jimmy's on the offense right here. Hey, you know what? Jimmy's doing a great job this year. I mean, I feel like he's been really on a roll since War Games, because he was really holding down the fort during War Games back in November. But, like, he's been doing a great job on his own little solo run here. He's consistent, entertaining, and he's having good matches. matches. So, I mean, what else could you want? And I like how, like, he is helping out Jay a little bit just to kind of, you know, be like, oh yeah, like, here's who you are, Jay. Because, I mean, like, he's kind of the right person for that role, right? I would think so anyway. Oh, there's the Miz with the roll up. Oh, nope. Miz with the DDT there. I do appreciate how they go through the results, like, towards the end of the show here. I don't know, I kind of like it. Yeah, well, Jimmy Uso just picked up the win against the Miz right here. This was a decent little match, can't really complain. And Jimmy got a win, so I mean, all positive things here, right? Oh boy, what's Jimmy got here? He's got, the headset. Oh boy, he's gonna go after Gunther on Monday. This could get good. This could get interesting. That could actually be like a decent little match, so I'm looking forward to watching that on Monday. And we'll probably do the Monday Night Raw reactions again, because once again, it's one of those like early enough in the day episodes to where I can just like I can just watch and do the reaction after work. So there's that. Alrighty, people, we're in the main event here with Roman and Paul kicking things off with the contract signing. Nick Aldis is there as well. Look at just how happy and excited Paul is just being back with Roman. Listen to that. The fans are like singing for Roman now. We gotta acknowledge our original tribal chief. I love how Roman's just really like soaking this all in, because he deserves it. He's earned it. Oh, Paul Heyman's got his chair right there at the head of the table. He's like cleaning off the seat and everything. Roman's having a good time with just everybody singing and everything. I love how we started and ended the show with everybody singing. We need more of that. Look at Paul Heyman looking at Roman. Oh, that's gonna be the meme. That's gonna be the next wrestling meme. That's gonna be the meme of the week. Because there's always some sort of wrestling meme popping up. Paul singing along. Oh my god, Paul's singing along too. Roman's gonna get a kick out of all of this. I mean, they're just like living their best lives right now. I love that. Oh, this is incredible. And Roman Reigns signs the contract. So he accomplished both things. Uh-oh, Seth's coming out now. Look at just how Roman's facial expressions and everything kind of shift whenever Seth's music hits and everything. I love this reoccurring theme here where like Seth's outfit matches the Tron's. It's one of my new favorite things. I wonder if all three of these dudes are going to be interacting in some shape or form on Monday Night Raw, because Raw's also in London on Monday night. I'm wondering, because it's like same location. Makes you wonder. We have all this singing. I love it. Seth's offering the mic to Paul Heyman at first, because he was expecting Paul to sing the song too. Meanwhile, there's Nick Aldis just kind of like, just please sign the contract. I think a lot of history is an understatement. They're just like singing the entire time. We got the CM Punk chants going now. Technically, Punk brought the two of you, right? Like, we established that with the Shield lore. But all this goes back to Royal Rumble 2, and even before that, right? Because, like, Roman, Seth, and Punk all got eliminated right around the same time. Like, we were there for that. And then, of course, Seth screwed over Punk, and like Punk and Seth, they've just had all this like bubbling feud going on here since Punk returned. And while Roman and Seth, they've had just rivalry history like for Lord knows how long at this point, right? And like even last year, right? Like Seth was part of the reason why Cody was able to take down the Bloodline, because he was in that tag team match on night one, and then he eventually came out to help Cody out in the Shield outfit and everything. And that's when Roman kind of like, you know, had the Achilles heel moment where he shifted his attention to hit Seth in the back with the chair, like how Seth did all those years ago. So Roman got revenge, but it came at the ultimate price, and that was like losing the world title. I know technically it's the undisputed title, but you get the idea. You get the idea. But Roman was kind of onto something too there, because like, look at how much like the landscape really changed. Like when he returned back in the summer of 2020, the whole Bloodline story got like its roots and everything going, and then it really picked up steam, like especially around 2022, and then, you know, obviously everything in 2023. Sure, it looks a little bit different now, but it's like Roman's also been kind of at the center of a lot of different arcs and a lot of different people at some point on this roster. And he did hold the title like for Lord knows how long there too, right? And now we got CM Punk out here. He's here to chew bubblegum and sign a contract. I see what you did there, Punk. He's all out of bubblegum. Did Seth sign the contract out? Page 4, clause 5. I mean, he's kind of honest because there's only 2 minutes left. What's he looking for? Oh my god! CM Punk's finally getting a Mania main event. And listen to Paul too. I cannot handle this. Look at Seth just like all disgusted, and then there's Roman just like looking at Punk like, oh, this is great. Roman's having the time of his life. I think Seth is crashing out, friends. I think he's crashing out. Meanwhile, there's Roman just like unbothered by this. Sir, sit down. The CM Punk's had an amazing year when we take a look back to where he was like at Mania last year. Like he was still out injured and everything. Seth and Punk were involved in that like opening matchup and everything on night 2, right? Because Punk was out there for commentary. Drew was out there against Seth Rollins for that world title. Then Damian cashed in and Drew just got all distracted. So this all goes back even to like last year if you're a newer viewer. You deserve it, Punk. Wait, what? You're in Kentucky. Okay, thank you, Louisville, Kentucky. I see what you did there. I only heard the Kentucky part and the closed captions got the Louisville part. Oh, it's because of Roman that he's in the main event. But look at Paul in the background. No, go do the overrun, USA Network. Keep it going. Okay, they're letting the overrun go. This is great. But we also have to remember the favor, right? He's the big dog. It's like, I don't think this is entirely sincere, but look at Seth. He is about to crash out. Just seeing Punk feel all the feels, knowing that he's going to be main eventing WrestleMania. Just, you love to see it. It's not the favor! Oh, that ended right there when Punk just said that was not the favor. And it faded to black and Paul Heyman's like, oh gosh darn it. What a way to close things out on a cliffhanger. We're here for it though. It's giving us more incentive to tune back next week. Oh, I'm so happy this match is main eventing, to be honest, because it makes the most sense. I mean, like, those 3 dudes in there, Punk, Roman, Seth, obviously Seth and Roman, they've previously main evented WrestleMania as early as last year, and CM Punk is kind of, one of the more mainstream names and very just recognizable, and he even has objectively had, like, an incredible year when you take a look at all the work that he had with, like, Seth and Drew, and now with Roman Reigns. I mean, come on, like, Punk's been crushing it. Punk has been absolutely crushing it. So, I mean, we're gonna have to see where things go moving forward, but I mean, I loved where all this went. I loved how we got to see how everybody kind of like showed their different personalities in a way, right? Like Seth pretty much, we could probably safely assume it could be another one of those justifiable heel turns. Roman Reigns just completely used to main eventing WrestleMania, just unbothered for the most part, right? And then CM Punk, who's just had a really solid year, just getting that main event that he's always wanted, right? So, I mean, I think that's a kind of cool thing, right? And just, again, looking back at all the history, even if you just have, recently got into WWE, right? Like, if maybe Royal Rumble was your first time watching, then maybe that's your starting point with the lore. But the lore goes like way back. So this is a kind of a classic case where like, oh my God, like I'm finally getting rewarded for watching my stories on a regular basis, even if we did kind of dip in and out over the years, right? But either way, this whole segment right here gets a thumbs up. We still need to know what this favor is, but at least they are addressing that it still exists. So, I mean, brownie points to that. Alrighty, everyone. Overall, this week's episode of SmackDown was a good episode. I thought it started and ended strong. We had some decent matches along the way, and we can still see the WrestleMania card, shaping up. We officially got Punk, Roman, and Seth in the main event of one of those nights. I'm presuming probably night 1, because it's not for a title or anything. But this was still really good. Everything kept moving along this week. We continued everything with Jade and Naomi, although we haven't seen Bianca in any of this. And I'm like, I get that she's on Monday Night Raw dealing with the title picture, but like Naomi kept bringing her up with like all the photos and stuff. And I'm like, shouldn't Bianca be involved in this whole situation a little bit more? I don't know. I also really enjoyed all the stuff with like Chelsea, Piper, and Alba with like the secret Hervice. I thought that was awesome. It popped me a little bit. Cody and Randy's whole situation at the beginning of the episode was awesome too. And oh my God, that whole part right before the contract signing with Damian and Drew in the parking lot, that was nuts. I'm like, okay, well that answers my question. That answers my question about what they're gonna do tonight. I still think that the one feud that feels a little on the weaker side to me heading into Mania so far is still Charlotte and Tiffany. I think like they kind of need to bring the heat a little bit more like what they did a couple weeks ago, because I don't think that they really rebounded from last week's like interview thing, which I thought was just really off. I don't know. That might be me thing. I know that they're going to deliver on the match, but it's like we need some build up here. But I'm really still loving the Jade and Naomi stuff. The Naomi video package, again, go check it out. That was some really good stuff, really diving into her motivations and just what was on her mind and everything. I loved it. It was filmed really great. It's just Good stuff. And we still have the favor floating around from CM Punk at the end, and Paul Heyman's kind of dreading that. Just, it's a little detail that's just perfect for me. But just seeing Punk's reaction to finding out that he's going to be main eventing WrestleMania, just absolutely fantastic stuff. And just seeing the fans really happy for him too. I just love that. I really love that. Either way, thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button to get notifications around here and that sort of thing. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. We should be back on Monday. My apologies for not getting a little video up for Friday technically. We're working through our last few My Rise videos and the audio issues are a little weird right now. So I have to go in and try to fix all that, and it's taking a lot longer than expected. Either way, thank you all so much for tuning in. Thanks for all the love and support for the channel. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one.